feel like this is a video that probably need to be made to keep it a beam, man. What's going on with today's NBA superstars? I'm pretty sure maybe you can kind of talk about it in other sports, but the NBA fully guaranteed. And you really can look at this and you can see a lot of correlation to what's going on. What's going on in real life. You know, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and people don't want to work. Women are not built to do work in and out work to the knuckles, to their bones on their knuckles. But now we have a generation of men who don't want to work, and a lot of times, depression. When you fall in a depressed state for a man, is because you're not working. Even guys with money get depressed. Remember, Robin Williams, one of my favorite comedians, actors. Even though he was a known joke thief, I heard, allegedly. But, you know, rest in peace to him. Rest in power to him. You know, he ended up, going to the upper room. When you're not working and working towards a purpose or working on something, a part of your soul, it dies. But you turn around and check out the NBA top playlist. You see, Zion Williamson, John Morant, Paolo Brancho throwing this coach under the bus. We have a generation of men who don't understand the man code. In the NBA, you can see it, and it's a reflection. They don't, I hate to say this, man, but I was watching on Netflix, and or I was hearing Netflix, I don't know if this is true, we're picking up the Thailand draft, where the men in Thailand from 18, I think, to 29, they had to do a raffle, and they put these red and they put these black things in a bag, and you have to pick. And if you get red, you got to do 2 years of military service. You get black, you get exempt. That's what they do. They draft. They have some issues with Cambodia or something right now. So they started their draft, and it was alleged, and I don't know if it's true, that Netflix picked up the rights to stream it, right? Which I think is kind of inhumane in itself. But I'm starting to think, and I've had this idea for some years, that military should be imperative for men. I mean, for boys, military should be imperative. And if girls want to do it, optional. I feel like by the time we get our children from K or pre-K or, Head Start to 4th grade, I feel like the girls should go to charm school, but still have a curriculum. And I feel like the boys at that point should go to military school. They should go learn to shoot, learn to load a gun, clean a gun, pull-ups, push-ups, PT tests. I feel like that should be part of their curriculum. And if your grades are great, or you have a plan where you want to be the electrician or a plumber, or, whatever you want to do, you can go, finish high school up and work towards that. And then the people who don't got the grades, they got to be forced to go to military service. I think that'll solve a lot. I think all of us having some military background, and the girls that choose to want to do it, I think that's key. And I think girls going to charm school to know what it means to be a wife, or what it means to be a woman, and how to be a woman, and why you should wear a dress and always wear pants, which I'm not going to get into. Yes, because a lot of these guys, they don't have a code. They don't even understand the man code because they wasn't raised with men. And even when you raised with a stepfather, it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot on whether you soak the game up, because a lot of times you're so, you have some animosity towards that man. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of dudes feel like they have animosity towards their father, because they ain't even your real father. You ain't even know it. But the way these guys are operating, how Paolo Brancho, I remember he played my Pistons. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. The links in the description and in the link tree. And he said he threw him under the bus at that. He didn't make no adjustments, and the coach did. He threw the coach under the bus. Very immature. John Morant. Oh, he got mad because they was talking about putting your names in trade. Guess what? They paying you to do a job. Do the job. Doing the job through that adversity shows the character of John Morant. Okay. You got Zion Williamson, who manifested not wanting to be in New Orleans. I want to be here. I want to be here. Guess what the guy do? When you don't want to do something, you mentally don't want to do it. Guess what happens? You ain't even able to do it when you really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like watching the NBA shows the lack of mental fortitude and the lack of physical toughness that our men are lacking in this country. Even with a top 1 or 2% job, people who are billionaires would love, the billionaires of the team would love to be able to play basketball on this level for a living. You doing something that your bosses wish that they can do. You doing something everybody wish they can do. That the people that do it for recreational fun, and they just don't have a code. So imagine how much foul play go behind in the locker room. Imagine the foul play that go around in the locker room. Gambling and not paying your bets off. He, dealing with his wife, or, trying to shoot your shot at his sister behind his back and all that type of stuff. Real talk. No code with that. No code with all. No toughness. So imagine if they don't even have a going through the chain of command code. They go straight to the media. Imagine they don't have those type of codes and stuff of that nature. How they really moving in real life. And it's crazy, man, because the NBA right now, they're some of the greatest athletes. Some people think these are the best athletes on the planet. Height-wise, speed-wise, size-wise. Some people think they're the best athletes. And look how they moving. Immature, crybabies, lack toughness, no code. Ja Morant got a father. What's going on there? He don't know how to be a man? They paying you to do the job. Do the job. But just shut up. I'm tired. I don't want to be here no more. All this time, man, how many times we got to deal? We deal with that on a regular basis at our job. When they implement something, they ask us to do something out of our scope of support. But a lot of us working right to work states and we don't get paid. We living in the wild times, y'all. And this is why when the NBA went younger and they phased out all the vets. These guys coming into the league, they ain't have a lot of these guys didn't have the father figures that they should have. When you think it's the end of the world that your homeboy fucked your girlfriend, you talk to your father about it, and he's like, man, ain't no big deal. It brings a certain type of calmness. What you worried about that for? When you get the real game, get the money, you can have whatever you want. Get the money first. When you think life is over with, and you have that conversation, with a male mentor or a man that's your mentor or something, and sometimes it hit different when it's your brother. Sometimes it hit different when you got a male teacher. And I say this all the time, everybody reach different points to you. It's just not having a father. It's having a teacher, having a brother, having a home. Everybody reach different points. But like I said before, man, the NBA is showing, it's really showing, man, this is just a reflection on a minor scale about the problem that America have with men. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description. Find me everywhere under that link tree. Say find me everywhere.